Neil, you know I'm a Chelsea fan, and we have a legitimate Chelsea legend in the studios. Mikel John Obi is an extraordinary player. We'll go through it. 2-time Premier League winner, 4-time FA Cup winner, a UEFA Champions League, Europa League titles, 1 African Cup of Nations title. But I'm sure he wants to talk about, more than anything else, the 6 goals he scored for Chelsea in the Premier League. Thank you very much for joining us on TSB.
Thank you very much for having me.
Talk me through those 6 goals.
Obviously, playing for Chelsea, it's for me, it was a great honor for me playing for Chelsea. And I'm not a sort who score many goals, but my job is not to score goals. My job is to make sure that I make sure the team is solid, the team plays well, the team is in a very good shape, and then
you don't play for them anymore.
Let the shape, and then
you don't play for them anymore.
Let the likes of Frank Lampard and Didier Drogba do the scoring, and just try to make sure that the team is settled and stable.
Amazing.
See, there's so much humility there, 6 goals for Chelsea, and despite that you're saying, that's all right. And my job is to ensure that the team is solid. But I'll tell you something, from the time we've got to know that you're coming in, my friend Kitch over here has been gleaming. He's a legit Chelsea fan, and I haven't seen a bigger fan than him. He's been smiling year to year,
really,
knowing the fact that you'll be coming in. First thing first, when you got to know that, hey, you'll be playing for Chelsea, right? It's not everyday things like these or news like these come to you, right? Mm-hmm. What was your reaction, and how did it all turn up?
I was a teenager coming from Nigeria. Obviously, it's tough, coming from Nigeria and then moving to Chelsea. First of all, I went to Manchester United for trials, and then went really well. I was supposed to sign for United, and I didn't sign for United. I ended up going to Chelsea. But I think playing for Nigeria from the youth stage, from the under 17, I kind of knew I was gonna be, there's a kid on the block, that is making some noises. Mm-hmm. And then when I decided to go to Chelsea, I was like, wow, for me it was a massive, massive dream for me. I didn't expect my career to go from that to that. And it was a massive, massive dream for me, for my family, for my friends, and then to be able to go there and then go straight into the team, where you walk into the dressing room, you see the likes of John Terry, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, Makelele. For me, it was a massive thing, and I just had to try to fit in. And those guys, they were really amazing. They helped me to settle in.
More so than players. So, who was your favourite manager you enjoyed working under?
Ooh.
Aussie Goose.
I have a few though.
You had a few at Chelsea.
Yeah, I had a few. I think I spent. I was at Chelsea for 11 years or so. Yeah, and then I had about 12 to 13 managers, I think.
Why was that? Was it the relationship with Roman?
Relationship with Roman. Yeah. Once you fall out with Roman, that's it.
You're gone.
You win the league this year. You win the double this year. Next year, we're in the 7th position or 6th position. That's it. You're gone. But Roman was a shrewd owner, shrewd businessman. He wanted the club to be successful. He spent a lot of money, and he wants to see us win. That's why we were winning so many trophies then.
And he also probably needs some credit for how well he supported the Chelsea women's side as well.
Yeah. That's a lot of things that people don't see.
Yeah.
This guy was always in the training ground, comes in, sees the boys, goes over to the women's side and spends a lot of time with them. But this is the things that people don't really see. He was really, really into it as well.
Yeah, not too many owners, or investors to say so, are involved in the game.
Yeah.
Be it decision making or be it calling what is going to happen or just coming down to have a look at the boys or girls. In your tenure, how often have you seen, Roman coming in and saying that, listen, maybe we could change this or okay, not use the term
exactly.
maybe.
Change. That's the
let's
word.
Change this.
Yeah. Every time we saw him coming with his helicopter, we know the manager's getting sacked. So yeah. Once we training and we see the helicopter going like above us, lands and the training finishes, we know, okay, that's it. Because once he comes in, the manager gets sacked.
Yeah, so it's not a delivery of special food.
Definitely not.
It's not Dubai.
Definitely not. He comes to the games, comes after the game, comes to the dressing room. But once he comes to the training ground with his helicopter, that's it. We know the manager's gone.
And then, and so when the buzz is going around, so-and-so is going to be sacked, or so-and-so... Do you get nervous as a player? Because, I mean, you want to play for the team, but there's also the uncertainty of, is the new gaffer going to like me?
Exactly.
Is he going to change the formation? What's going to happen?
I mean, it's tough. I mean, every single season, every transfer market, you're like, wow, is that it? Am I going to get fired? Am I going to get paid off? Am I going to get laid off? Because obviously, like, the club has a lot of money. He was spending a lot of money. If you're not playing well, there's someone else comes in through the door. So it was easy for him to buy, obviously, because he has a lot of money. And so the transfer market was always a tough time for the players.
11 years with Chelsea. Many people did call you the best African player to play in the Premier League. How do you take that? And what did Didier Drogba think of that when you were when you were with him?
I mean, for us, he's a legend. For us, he's our big brother. We call him. I mean, the guy is something else. Big time player, big game player. Somebody who lifts the team when it comes to big games, and we know Didier Drogba is there for us. He was a massive player for us, and we just hit it off from the first day I went to the club. He was so nice, so genuine, and trying to help me settle into the team. And for us African players, he's such a role model for us.
Yeah, I mean, settling into a new place, obviously you need an elder brotherly kind of figure to simply settle into a new place, a new setup, a new team. But when you once are settled in, everyone follows a routine. As a professional, what was a day like in your life?
Well, their life was coming to the training ground an hour before training.
So what time was that? 7, 6 o'clock?
No, that's like 10. We come in at 10. And then we start at 11. So you have an hour to, have breakfast, do your treatment, massage, whatever you want to do. Laces, tie your ankles, whatever you want to do, strap your ankles, whatever you want to do. So we have all this time. If you want to go to the gym, you go to the gym, do a little bit of, weightlifting and, get the muscles fired up. And so for me, it was it was a routine for me. Chelsea was like my home. I spent 11 years there, almost 12 years. So when you go somewhere for every morning, that's where you go. You spent a lot of time there more than you spend at home. For me, it became like home for me.
Because you were it was out of Cobham, weren't you based?
Cobham, Cobham.
So just outside London, which is a bit of a change because you were based there, and now you've moved to Dubai. What was the reason to move out here?
Obviously, I've been coming here for holidays, while I was playing, and like we all love Dubai, don't we? We all do.
Well, I think anyone who's been in the UK for as long as you have, you see the sun and it's...
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I mean, we love the rain. I mean, I started going to London. I moved to London when I was, I think, 2006. I moved to London, and since then I've lived in London since then. And I got used to the rain. I got used to the weather. I love the English weather. I love the rain.
Really?
Really?
I mean, not too many people say that, but yeah.
Weird, though, but I actually do love it. I like playing when it's raining. I love playing when it's wet, because that's when the ball moves faster on the pitch. Yeah. And that's something we do, we do love. But coming to Dubai on holidays with my family, and then we started talking about it. Kids love it. They were like, "Daddy, I want to live in Dubai. I love Dubai." And then I thought, okay, you know what? Once I finish playing, we'll move here. And that was a promise I made to them. And yeah.
And what are your plans post retirement? You want to go coaching, commentary? Do you want to own your own watch shop, restaurants? I mean, what's the deal?
Maybe a perfume.
Yeah.
You never know, perfume. You never know.
There you go.
No, I mean, for me, coaching, every football player thinks once they finish playing, they can be a very, very good manager. We look at Klopp, we look at Pep Guardiola, and we think, we want to be like them. But the truth is, it's not all of us that's going to be able to achieve that.
We're seeing that with with Frank at Everton.
I know. My mate, yeah.
What would you tell him to do differently? Or how do you think he's going?
He's doing really well, to be honest. I mean, knowing Frank, that I know he was such a quiet guy in the dressing room. I mean, we never thought he was going to become a manager. We all thought John Terry obviously was our leader. We thought, if anybody is going to become a manager, it's going to be John Terry.
Yeah.
But Frank was like a quiet guy. He comes to the dressing room, he sits on his corner, and he doesn't really speak to a lot of people. And then we thought, and then once it was like, okay, he's going to become a manager. We're like, oh, wow, really? But I think he's been going well. I mean, he's going well. He's doing what he did well with Chelsea. I think he brought the likes of Mason Mount to the team. Not a lot of people wanted to give them opportunity, but he brought them in, and now he's doing really well for Everton as well. I think he needs time also to get the team to play the way he wants them to play.
No, I mean, you mentioned about Frank Lampard that he'd come into the dressing room, sit in his corner.
Yeah.
Every player has a routine they follow, as in a ritual of sorts. Maybe some of them are superstitious about doing a certain thing.
Yeah.
Wearing the left shin guard first as compared to the right one.
Yeah.
Did you have any of those?
I did.
All right, go ahead.
I have to tie my left boot first before I tie the right one.
Always.
Always.
And was there ever a point mid-game where you were thinking, which one did I do first? Surely there was.
Surely, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're probably losing 3-0, I'm like, oh, really? Did I tie the right one first? No, that was my ritual. I always have to tie the left first. Before the right one.
I can't be sitting in the same room with you without asking about the 2009 controversy, Barca and Chelsea. Drogba went on to say it was a disgrace after the game.
Yeah.
With the benefit of hindsight, I mean, if I had have asked you at the end of the game, you probably would have given an emotional answer. But some sort of 12, 13 years on, what are your thoughts on what happened that day?
I think in this VAR, we probably have to look at it right now and see that there was a penalty there.
Yeah.
When the ball, I think, struck Abidal's hand in the box. I think that should have been a penalty. But also, when you look at it, was it too close? Was the player too close? He couldn't get out of it. But yeah, I think it was probably the emotions straight after the game. We wanted to win, we wanted to go through. Also being in Barcelona as well, it started to become a rival between both of us. And we thought, you know what? At Stamford Bridge, we wanted to go through. We should have gone through because we did play really, really well in that game.
Yeah.
But it was a shame we didn't go through. But yeah, I think if you ask me now, I'll say emotions did take over then after the game.
Yeah, and probably was a bit weird that Barca then went on to win the whole thing as
I
well.
know.
Doesn't help either.
Yeah.
The other rumour that's going around, the current Chelsea owner sacked Thomas Tuchel because he thought, because apparently he was against Ronaldo moving to Chelsea. Any truth in that one?
I have no idea what happened there, but for me, I think Tuchel was such for me fantastic manager. I mean, I never played against him, but looking from the outside, the passion that he had for the game, the way the team started playing, went on to win the Champions League. I mean, what an amazing job he did with the club. But then, I mean, Todd Boehly comes in, decided, he's gonna change the coach and change the way he wants to do things, change the hierarchy in the club. Bring in his own people.
Like every coach.
Every coach, exactly. So, we can all see where the team is going right now. So let's see what happens if things are going to change for the better.
Now, you're based in Dubai. I know there's a couple of things that you want to mention, but we've got the World Cup in the region. You'd know now, being here the last couple of months, how excited tourism business everyone is.
Yeah.
Is it still the same way in the UK? Are they getting excited about a World Cup being in this part of the world the way we are?
Yeah, definitely. I think one thing that's happened right now with the rules that's come out, knowing our English fans, no drinking. I think a lot of them are gonna watch from home now. It's gonna be like, we're not coming anymore. There's no beers, so we're gonna stay home. No, but I think we still get very excited. The fans in England still get very excited about the World Cup, about football, and I think they're all going to come out to Qatar to support the English team.
Amazing.
Right. Now, we've been asking this question to literally everyone who's come in. We asked this to Timmy also. Which teams do you think have a realistic chance of winning it at Qatar?
Obviously, I'm a Messi fan, huge fan. I think his last World Cup, the greatest player I think that's ever played football. No doubt about that. I think if anyone is going to win it, I'll say him. So I'm rooting for Argentina.
Okay, so I heard Australia. I got to be winning the World Cup.
I can't even get myself in there. I mean, the best I could say, I heard India qualifying for the World Cup.
I know. That's where we are. Mikel John Obi, thank you so much for all the joy that you brought us over the years. Neil, one more question.
In fact, I wanted to ask you about your retirement. You didn't really specify. You went to Frank Lampard and his coaching, but you didn't tell us what you intend to do with your retirement.
Yeah, no. I've just finished playing, obviously, and for me, I want to do so many things. I want to become, not really into football, but trying to see how I can get into business and do things, partnering with companies and trying to see how I can change people's life. And one of the things that I've done just recently is signed a deal with Rift Trust, which is like a citizenship investment company where you get a second citizenship opportunity.
So citizenship by investment.
Yeah, Rift Trust. So you obviously for us it's about giving people the freedom, the mobility, and to be able to do whatever you want to do. I mean, if you're a business person, you want to travel, you want to be mobile. So
of course.
This is for something we want to give to people. Where you get a second citizenship, you can be able to do whatever you want to do and be happy.
Yeah, the flexibility of maybe having a property somewhere, or the flexibility of passports for yourself, and maybe your family.
Yeah, for your family. That's something you do.
Your passports for yourself, and maybe your family.
Yeah, for your family. That's something you do. You can have a whole thing set up for the family, and this is what Rift Trust will help you achieve. We'll sort everything out for you, get your family second citizenship, passport, everything sorted, and then you can enjoy your life and be free.
Neil, you should do this, and you can travel everywhere.
Seriously, I was thinking about this. For us, we Indians, or for my fellow friends in Pakistan and all, we need to apply for visa literally everywhere we want to think of, right?
Exactly. And this is something Rift Trust will give you. I mean, you don't have to worry about all that. No more hustle free. You just pick up your passport, pick up your whatever you want to do, and just pick up your bag, and then off you go.
I'll become like Kitch then.
Yeah,
be free and smile.
The website is rifttrust.com. It's the place you can go to if you're looking for that second citizenship. And if Mikel John Obi is all of his experience in his career here in Dubai wants to partner with them, then it's good with us. Thank you so. We know how busy you are. Thank you so much for all the joy you brought me as a Chelsea fan over the years. We love this, and thanks for joining us on Talk 100.3.
Thank you so much.